Welcome to this week's Hebrew class, and as you can see on the screen, this week's Hebrew class is Yehochanan, John 17, verses 16 to 21. So let us therefore now begin. And as every other week, we have the echad, useful resources, we have how you use the vowel marks, and so we begin firstly in chapter 17, and we're in verse 16. So, how do we represent 16? With the tet, which has a value of 9, and the zayin, a value of 7, which gives us 16. Then we have a lamed, aleph, mem, nun safit, hey, ayin, vav, lamed, mem safit, hey, mem safit, Kaf, Aleph, Shin, Resh, Gimel, Mem Safit, Aleph, Nun, Kaf, Yod, Aleph, Yod, Nun, Yod, Mem, Nun Safit, Hey, Ayin, Vav, Lamed, Mem Safit. So we like to each week go through the letters just to remind us so that they become so natural to us. So let us begin by reading. It is lo, meaning not. Min, from, ha'olam, the world, hem, meaning them, kasher, like that, gam, also, anochi, or noki, I, it could be I am, or also I, ni, meaning not I am, min, from, ha'olam, the world. Right, and the translation, of course, was, they are not from the world, just as also I'm not from the world. And I've given you ayin as a masculine noun, meaning not, nothing, nil. Right, now we will remove everything and let's read it. Lo, min, ha'olam, hem, ka'asher, Gam, anoki, ni, min, ha'olam. Right, and the translation, not from the world, them. Like that, also I, not I am, from the world. And so we go, now we're in 17, which is represented with a yod and a zayin. So we get 10 plus 7 is 17. And let's look at the letters. Kuf, Dalet, Shin. Aleph, Tav, Mem, Safit. Bayet, Aleph, Mem, Tav, Kaf, Safit. Dalet, Vayet, Resh, Kaf, Safit. Aleph, Mem, Tav. Now let's read it. Kadesh, meaning sanctify. So therefore it's like a participle or a verb. Sanctify. Otam, them. Ba amiteka. Amiteka. In your truth. So if we look down here, emet is a PL verb to verify, to prove right, to confirm. This is a noun because it's from the root of amet, which is truth. We know that. So therefore it's in your truth. The bet is in, ka at the end is your or you, your, and then we have truth in the middle. In your truth. Devar ka. Devar ka. Your word. Again, the ka is your and devar, of course, is word. Your word. And now we have emet. And I've added is truth. Because Hebrew often doesn't have these things like is and so on. So we add that. Your word is truth. So the translation, therefore, is sanctify them with your truth. Your word is truth. And now we read that one, and it is Kadesh, Otam, Ba'amiteka, Devar Ka, emet. And the translation, sanctify them in your truth. Your word is truth. And now we come to 18, which is represented with the yod and a chet. Yod is 10, and of course chet, being the 8th letter, has a value of 8. So we have 18. Then we have kaf, aleph, shin, resh, aleph, tav, hey, shin, lamed, chet, tav, aleph, tav, yod, aleph, lamed, hey, ayin, vav, lamed, mem, safit, kaf, nun, safit, gimel, mem, safit, aleph, nun, yod. So we have to do them a bit quicker so that we have really got the letters in our hearts, in our minds. So we have kasher, like that, ata, you, shalachta, which is you sent, oti, meaning me, el to, ha'olam, the world, ken, so, gum, also, ani, I. So just as you have sent me to the world, so I have also. And of course I've given you this one, shalach, which is a kal verb to send, dispatch, and it can also mean to reach out one's hand. Right, now we will read that one. And it is, kasher, ata, shalachta, oti, el, ha'olam, ken, gam, ani. And it is, like that you sent me to the world, so also I. And then we move to the next one, which is 18b. And we have a shin, lamed, chet, tav, yod, aleph, tav, mem, safit, aleph, lamed, hey, ayin, vav, lamed, mem, safit. And we read it again. Shalach, ti, I have sent. Because we see shalach means to send, and the ti is I. I sent, or I have sent, otam, them, el to, ha'olam, the world. So I've also sent them to the world. So we're going to read that one now. And it is, shalachti otam el ha'olam. And the translation, I have sent them to the world. Now we come to 19, represented with a yod and a tet, because the tet is the 9th letter of the alphabet and the yod is the 10th. And then we go through the letters again. And they are vav, aleph, nun, yod, mem, kuf, dalet, yod, shin, aleph, tav, nun, fe, shin, yod, bayet, ayin, dalet, mem, safit, lamed, mem, ayin, nun, safit, yod, hey, yod, vav, gimel, mem, safit, hey, mem, safit. So let's begin. Va'ani, and I. Makdish, sanctify, right? It comes from, of course, as a verb down here, hikdish, verb to dedicate, to sanctify, to consecrate. We know that the root of that is like kadesh or kadosh, but this is a verb. Then we have et grammar marker nafshi, which means my soul. And they translate often as myself. Ba'adam, on behalf. Ba'adam, of them. So how do we get that? Because we have ba'ad is a prep, for, in favor of, for the sake of. So that's the first part there. And then we have a mem safit, means them on the end, on behalf of them. Right? And then le ma'an, which is translated generally as so that. Ye you, which is they shall be. The they is the vav at the end, the oo sound. They shall be, because we know that also this is like haya, to be. Gum, also hem, them, also them. So I consecrate myself on their behalf so that they may be. Right, so now let's read that one, which is Va'ani makdish et nafshi ba'adam le'ma'an yiyu gam hem. Right. Therefore, we move then to the translation, and I sanctify grammar marker my soul, or myself, on behalf of them, so that they shall be also them. And then we move to the part B. And we have a mem, a kuf, a dalet, a shin, a yod, a mem, svid, a bayat, a lef, mem, tav. And it is mekudashim, mekudashim, consecrated. We know it comes from kadesh, which is to sanctify, a pure verb, or kudash, which is a verb to be sanctified. So we see it all related. So consecrated. With the kibbutz there, that tells us consecrated, like a completed action. Consecrated, be'emet. Now we know emet meant truth, so bet is in the truth, so that they may be sanctified with the truth. That's how it's translated. So let us read that. And it is mekudashim, be'emet. And translated, consecrated in the truth. Now we come to 20, represented with a calf. And then we have an aleph, a vav, a lamed, mem sofit. Lamed, aleph, lamed, vet, dalet, bayet, ayin, dalet, aleph, lamed, hey. Aleph, nun, kaf, yod, mem, ayin, tav, yod, resh, lamed, kaf, sofit. So now let's begin our reading. Ulam, however. So ulam can be however, lo, not, levad, only, because levad can mean alone or only. Ba'ad, we had that before, on behalf, and we could say on behalf of. Ele, meaning these. Anoki, I, ma, Matir. Say, because the ayin is silent. Matir. Petition. It means petition, seek. Petition's probably the best word. Luck to you. I petition to you. However, I implore you not only on their behalf. So here, petition is implore, right? And then we've got down there levad, which was an adjective meaning we had it before in the previous. It is alone, by oneself, unaccompanied, except, or only. Now we can read that without any interference, and it is ulam, lo, levad, ba'ad, ele, anoki, matir, lak. However, not only on behalf of these, I petition to you. Right, and moving to part B, we have a kaf, yod, aleph, mem, safit, gimel, mem, safit, bet, ayin, dalet, hey, mem, aleph, min, mem, yod, nun, yod, mem, safit, bet, yod, ayin, lamed, pay, because of the dot, yod, dalet, vet, resh, mem, safit. And now we read it. Ki, im. Now, often when they put together like that, they translate as but. It could be for if, but we'll just use but. Gum also ba'ad, meaning on behalf of ha ma'aminim, the believers. So how do we get that? If we look down there, he'amin is a verb, to believe, to trust. And with the hey, I guess it's the ones that believe or the believers. Be, meaning in me. Al, by, right? Al can, if we look down there, al as a prep can be about, regarding, because of, with, by, through. So we'll say by, and then P, meaning the mouth. It means P is a mouth, right? Devaram, of their words, right? Because the mem fit, meaning them or they or their, right? And devar meaning word. So their words or their word. Not only on their behalf, but also on behalf of those who believe in me through the mouth of their word. Right? And there it's translated singular, so we could say it should be their word. Right? Their word can be also plural in that sense too. So we're reading Ki im gam be'ad ha ma'aminim bi al pi devaram. And the translation, but also on behalf of the believers in me by the mouth of their words. Right. Now we come to 21, represented with a kaf and a aleph. And we know that aleph is 1, first letter of the alphabet, and 20 is the value of kaf. So we have the letters now. Lamed, mem, ayin, nun, safid, yod, hey, yod, vav, kaf, lamed, mem, safid, aleph, chet, dalet, kaf, aleph, shin, resh, aleph, tav, hey, aleph, veyet, yod, bayet, yod, aleph, tav, hey, vav, aleph, nun, yod, veyet, kaf, safid. Right, and after that, let us read it. And I hope that you can keep up when I do it like that, just to make sure you know the letters. L'ma'an, so that ye, you, they shall be. Remember that the u at the end is they shall be. Kulam. Now we know that kul means all, so all of them, because the mem safid is them, all of them. Echad, meaning one. Ka'asher, like that. Ata, you. Avi, meaning my father. Be, in me. Ata, you. Va'ani, and I. Vak, in you. Right, so the translation. So that they may be one, just as you, my Father, you are in me, and I am in you. Right, now we're going to read that without any aid there. And we go, L'ma'an, ye, you, kulam, echad, ka'asher, ata, avi, bi, ata, va'ani, vak. And the translation, so that they shall be, all of them, one, like that, you, my Father, in me, you and I in you. Right. Now we come to 21b, which we see has got a Vav, Hey, Yod, Vav. Gimel, Mem, Safit, Hey, Mem, Hey, Bayet, Nun, Vav, Kaf, Aleph, Chet, Dalet, Lamed, Mem, Ayin, Nun, Safit, Yod, Aleph, Mem, Yod, Nun, Safit, Hey, Ayin, Vav, Lamed, Mem, Safit. So now let's read that. V'hayu, and they shall be. Right? Again, you've got they is the u at the end. And then we have gum also, hemma, meaning they. Banu, which is in us, because nu is a pronoun for us. Ka echad, meaning like one, sorry about this. Lema'an, so that. And we have ya'amin. We could put it shall believe, because we know we're looking at the next word, we know what we're talking about. It means ha'olam, the world. So the world is it, right? So it shall be, it shall believe, the world. So you in me and I in you. May they also be in us as one, so that the world may believe. Amen. So, now let us read that without any aid. V'hayu gam hema banu ke'echad lema'an ya'amin ha'olam. And the translation, and they shall be, also they, in us, like one, so that it shall believe the world, meaning the world shall believe. And part C of 21, we have Kaf, Yod, Aleph, Tav, Hey, Shin, Lamed, Chet, Tav, Nun, Yod. And it is ki. Could be that or for, right? So it's translated here as that. Ata, you, shalach tani. You, that's the ta, sent, which is shalach, and ni is me. You sent me. Translation, the world may believe that you sent me. Now we can read that. And it is ki ata shalach tani. And the translation, that you sent me. And now we come to the revision. And again, we see we've got a tet. We remember that's a value of 9, and a zayin, a value of 7. So 9 and 7 is 16. We know we're in verse 16. Lo, not, min, from, ha'olam, the world, hem, they. Could be them or they, right? Ka'asher, like that, gam also, anaki, I, eneni, not I am, min, from, ha'olam, the world. And the translation we see is not from the world, them. Like that, also I, not I am from the world. And then we have a yod, 10, Zion 7, so we're in 17. Kadesh, which seems to be a verb, sanctify, o tam, them, ba'amite ka, in your truth. And then we have Devar ka, your word, emet, is truth. And the translation, sanctify them in your truth. Your word is truth. Then we come to Yod 10, Chet 8. We're in verse 18. Ka'asher, like that. Ata, you, shalachta, you sent, oti, me, el to, ha'olam, the world, Cain, so, gam, also, ani, I. Like that, you sent me to the world, so also I. And then we have part B of 18, shalachti, I have sent, or I send, otam, them, el to ha'olam, the world. Translation, I've sent them to the world. It could be I send because he hasn't sent them yet. So it could be like I send them to the world. And then we have a Yod 10 and a Tet 9. So we know we're in 19. Va'ani, and I, makdish, which must mean to sanctify. And I sanctify et nafshi, meaning my soul or myself, with the grammar marker being the et. Ba'adam, so it is in behalf of them, right? Yep, or on behalf of them, ma'an, so that you, they shall be, gum also, hem, them. So we read it. And I sanctify, grammar marker, my soul or myself, on behalf of them, so that they shall be also them. Mekudashim, which is consecrated, like a finished action because of the vowel mark there, right, which is kibbutz. And then be'emet, in truth. All right, so the translation, consecrated in truth. Also them consecrated in the truth. All right, now we come to kaf, which has a value of 20. We know we're in verse 20. Ulam, which is, however, lo not levad, meaning alone, by self, right? Oneself, or alone. Be'ad, which is on behalf of, ele, these, anoki, I, matir, petition, luck to you. So, however, not only on behalf of these, I petition to you. And then the second line, ki im, which is normally but, gum also, ba'ad, on behalf of, ha-ma'aminim, the believers, be in me, al, which can be by, regarding, or by is the best one here in context. By, p, the mouth, devaram, meaning their word. Right? But also on behalf of the believers in me, by the mouth of their word. Here it's got words, but it can be also singular there. But even when we say their word, we know that it means many words. So words is okay too. Then we have kaf 20, aleph is 1. So we're in 21. Lema'an, so that ye, you, they shall be, kulam, all of them, echad, 1. Ka'asher, like that, ata, you, avi, my father, be in me, ata, you, va'ani, and I, vak, in you. So that they shall be, all of them, one, like that you, my Father, in me, you and I, you, in me, you, and then it's like a comma, and I in you. Just to not get confused there, that's all. And now we have Vaha you, and they shall be. Gum also, Hema, which is they, Ba nu, in us, Ka echad. Right? Like one, Le ma'an, so that, Ya'amin, and I put it shall believe, because of the following word, Ha'olam, the world. And they shall be also they in us, like one, so that it shall believe, the world, Ki, that, ata, you, Shelach-tani, you sent me. That you sent me. Right, now finally we come to the vowels. And it's important to remember them. This is a cholam. It's an O sound above the letter. And in the case of Vav, it often replaces the sound of the Vav. Then we have a Shava, which is what breaks the syllables of the word up. And then we have a Segol, which is a short E sound. Sere, long E sound. Patak, short A sound. Kamat, longer A sound. Shuruk, which is like a short U sound. And Kubutz, which is a longer U sound. Then we have a combination of Shava and Segol. It's called a Kataf Segol. Again, short E sound. And then we have Chirik, which is like your I sound. Then Kataf Patak, short A sound after the Shava. And then we have a Kataf Kamatz, which is a longer A sound after the Shava. And then we finally come to the letters. And if we look at the letters, we know that we've just entered into Kaf, which has a value of 20, and then we move into Aleph, 1, Vet, 2, Gimel, 3. Well, we haven't got any further than that. So let's just look at this line. Zadeh is 90, Pei is 80, Ayin is 70, Samek is 60, Nun is 50, and Mem is 40. So gradually we get to remember them as we see them. And of course the resources are here again, beathamashiach.com and the Do It in Hebrew dictionary. And we do pray that these lessons are a blessing to you all. And I just pray that you are engrossed in your Hebrew and gradually you're remembering it, and as you get better you'll find it an enjoyment just to read it and understand it. So we thank you for joining us and we hope to see you again.